Okay, hi, Mr. Frank, thank you for coming. I just wanted to mention something that I've noticed a few blogs are talking about on the internet, that these banks all across the country are overvaluing their assets, their mortgages that they hold on their books. And I've actually been to a few foreclosure auctions, and I've noticed that banks are buying back houses from themselves in order to have it, to prevent themselves from having to mark down the value of these assets. And they're basically lying to us about their solvency. And this is all made possible by the Federal Reserve lending money to these institutions. And I just want to ask you, when will you put H.R. 1207, the bill to audit the Fed, up for a vote in the committee? Thank you very much.
I completely disagree that the Fed is the cause of this, but yes, I have been pushing for more openness in the Fed back when the Democrats were in power and Henry Gonzalez, and we did get some of it. Here's what we plan to do. I want to restrict the powers of the Federal Reserve in a number of ways. First of all, they will be the major losers of power if we are successful, as I believe we will be, in setting up that Financial Product Protection Commission. The Federal Reserve is now charged with protecting consumers. They were supposed to do subprime mortgage restriction. Congress in 1994 gave the Federal Reserve the power to adopt rules to ban bad subprime mortgages. Alan Greenspan refused to do it. He said that was too much market intervention. They have the power to ban credit card abuses. They have the power to deal with overdrafts. They, under Greenspan, did nothing. Under Bernanke, they started to do things, but only after Congress started. When I became chairman of the committee, we began to act on these things. Subprime mortgages, credit cards, overdraft. In every case, after we started, the Fed did. So that's one of the reasons why in the new Consumer Protection Agency, we will take away from the Federal Reserve the power to do consumer protection. Secondly, they have had since 1932 a right, under Herbert Hoover and the Democratic Congress combined, the right that they hadn't used until recently to intervene in the economy almost whenever they thought. Last September, the Federal Reserve came to us and said that they were going to advance $82 billion to AIG. I was kind of surprised and said, you have $82 billion. Mr. Bernanke said, I have $800 billion. Under Section 13.3 of the Federal Reserve Act, they can lend money to anybody they want. We are going to curtail that lending power. We are going to put some restraints on it. Finally, we will subject them to complete audit. I've been working with Ron Pauls, who's the main sponsor of that bill. He agrees that we don't want to have the audit appear as if it is influencing monetary policy, because that would be inflationary, and Ron and I agree on that. And we also say one of the things the audit will show you is what the Federal Reserve buys and sells. And that will be made public, but not instantly. Because if that was made instantly, you would have a lot of people trading off of that, and it would have too much impact on the market. Again, Ron agrees with that. So we will probably have that data released after a time period of several months, enough time so it wouldn't be market sensitive. That'll be part of the overall federal regulation that we are adopting.
By the end of the year?
The House will pass it probably in October.